Hi, my name is Beth Hadley, here for Board Game Geek, sitting down with Rob Davio from Restoration Games, and you've brought us Dinosaur Tea Party.
Well, it's 4 o'clock, so we decided it's time for a cup of tea.
I really wish I had like a mug I could
I know, we
build
didn't
out
quite do our
just
props
then. I
correctly,
know,
did
we
we?
did not have our props.
Right, so this is Dinosaur Tea Party. It's a lovely little game of social deduction. As you can see, there are 20 dinosaurs. We're all at a tea party, but they've forgotten everyone's name, which is quite embarrassing. So what you're going to do is you're going to play a dinosaur. Let's say you were Beatrice and I was Amelia. We wouldn't know this, of course. It would be secret. And you can see Beatrice is drinking. She has a hat. She has glasses. She has a flower, and she brought a pet, which is in the purple room. So much like, say, a multiplayer game of Guess Who, we'll ask each other questions. Now, it is not in the rules, but it is heavily recommended you use a bad British accent when you do this.
Emphasis on the bad.
Right, we're asking, even if you are English, do a bad one. This is British. Right, so I might say to you, excuse me,
Yes, old chap.
do you have a pet?
Yes!
Right, so you would take this lovely token, which is a tea bag, and put it next to it to remind me that you have taken a pet.
Oh, look at the tea.
Now, since you said yes, I haven't committed a faux pas, so I'm allowed to ask you another question. So I might say, are you in a green room?
No, dear, I'm not.
Oh, so sorry. I thought you might be. So you put this in front of you, but now my turn would be over.
Yes, pet.
So I know that she's got a pet, she's not in the green room, so I can start looking at the board, our lovely dinosaurs, and making guesses. And this would go back and forth. And while this would be quite a lovely game on its own, I'd like to draw your attention to, in this case, Winston, Eleanor, and Lloyd, who have 3 of these quirks on there.
I'm gonna pull Winston out front and center.
They're randomly distributed at the start of the game. And what happens is, Winston will say either yes or no to the first question you ask, but then he'll just swap back and forth. Right, it's a bit of an affection.
Oh, we're going a little cockney now.
Yeah, I switched it up a bit. Well, I was doing Winston voice.
Oh,
My voice.
That's fair.
So you won't be getting a perfectly good read because he'll be giving you fake data. Now, Lloyd over here, despite the number of treats and goodies and puddings that he has in front of him, actually often says no. He always says no, no matter what you ask him. So if you can sort of cotton on to that fact, you'll figure out that it's Lloyd. And finally, the last one, in this case it's Ellen, and it does switch around. She just always lies. She's just going to say the opposite of whatever it is. So you have to sort of find the anti-Eleanor, so to speak. Right, so this is Dinosaur Tea. Every time you guess correctly, if you figured out that I was Amelia, I would leave the pile. I would get a new character, so I'm not out of the game. And you would get a sugar cube to show you have 1 point.
Cheerio.
And the first person to get, and I would get a new person. And I would, I'm still at the top. And then the first person to get 3 sugar cubes wins. And it's very twee, right? It's 7 and up. It's a very light kids game, but a lot of fun. And at the back, we've given you recipes for a tea sandwiches or oatmeal shortbread. So whilst you're playing, if you can fit it into a schedule, you can make that ahead of time.
You know personally how much I love cucumber dill sandwiches, having made them for you before.
Yes, of course, they were lovely. And that, in fact, is Dinosaur Tea Party. I don't know if you have any questions.
I do, because one of the things everyone's been commenting on as I've been walking by your booth is, wow, the art. Do you have a favorite of all of your party guests?
Yeah. Partial to Yorick. He talks like this. I'm very happy to be here at the party. I got all dressed up, and despite my appearance, I'm having a lovely time.
When I was lucky enough to see a copy of this a couple months ago, and I have to say about my favorite was Kenneth for his sheer gumption.
He's got kind of a bravo spirit, doesn't he?
Well, honestly, he seems like the American at the British Tea Party.
It could be.
Not just because perhaps he's eating a hamburger at a tea party too, and trying to stuff it all in his face. It seems like maybe he's making the faux pas.
He's a bit of a chav.
How many players can we play?
This plays from 2 to 5. And it takes about 25 minutes to play. It's $20. It's lovely. We have a limited sample here at the show, but it will be available in retail in September.
If you guys want to check that out, that is Dinosaur Tea Party.
Pinky up, dear. Pinky up.
Dinosaur Tea Party from Restoration Games and Rob Davio. Thank you so much.
All right, cheers.
Cheerio.